you guys, my name is Erica Irvin and welcome to day 2 of your shoulder and hip flexibility challenge. So today is going to be a little bit lighter and it's still going to be challenging and it's still going to really make you feel so good. So we're going to start in a seated position. And remember what I told you about the pillow underneath your bum bum. Make sure you put it there if the hips are rolling under too much, all right? So we want to stay right on top of the sit bones, but still relax the hip points down. Does that make sense? So you don't want to be sitting up like this. You just kind of want to drop them down, but at the same time, I'm not curling under. So find that happy spot. And you can take one leg forward in front of the other. So we're starting right off the bat, just with some seated breathing. So find a nice comfortable spot. Roll the shoulders down and back. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes. If not, just keep the eyes open. It's all good. Take a few deep breaths in, noticing your breath. You're just connecting with each moment of the inhale and each moment of the exhale. Again. Now begin to make your exhales a little bit longer than your inhales. It's just a gentle, slow let go of the breath. One more breath. And as you exhale, begin to hinge forward. One foot still in front of the other. It can be as far out or as close in as you want. You're going to get to play around with this to decide where you want it best. Then once you find that sticky point, you round out. Drop your head. And let's stay here a moment. Today we're going to stay for 2 minutes. Again, focusing back on the breath today. That's our theme, that one point of focus. And as we go throughout the week, you'll see the themes will really parallel with the intensity of the poses that we're doing. Settle into stillness of the mind and body. Scan your body for any muscles that you're engaged or holding on to. Take your breath there, exhale, release. Five more breaths here. When you're ready, inhale to rise. Nice and slow. Yes. All right. And then what we're going to do is slowly switch sides. So now the other foot comes in front. Now, if your ankles start to ever feel the floor and it becomes uncomfortable, go ahead and place a blanket or a towel or something underneath it. Here we go. We're hinging forward. Remember, I'm watching the time. We're rounding out and settling in. Feel the back of the front leg opening up, the back of the hip area. Oh yeah. You stay where you are. I want to show you kind of what this looks like from the side. You want that extra visual. Five or so more breaths here. Really zoning in on how the body feels, letting go, breathing. 3 more breaths. Everybody's breath is different. You mind your own. Hands on the mat or ground. Inhale to rise. Nice and slow. Yes. So to do a counter pose for this, we're going to take the legs out straight in front. Lean back and just bend and straighten the knees. Press the feet and then toes forward. So now we're going to move on to kind of the inner thighs a little bit. So remember that straddle that we did yesterday? We're going to do it again, but we're going to do it for 3 minutes today. So take the legs out long. Remember, we relax the feet. Hinge forward. Arms can go out to the side or forward, wherever you would like. So we're really going to go through together this first minute or so with really releasing the muscle. So once you find your sticky point, you're playing your edge, you're rounding out, relax your feet. Move your focus up to the knees. Do you need to place something underneath them to help the legs relax more? Is there any kind of tight pain underneath the knees? That's a signal to put something underneath them. Now take your focus to the thighs, the top of the legs. Can you release and let go here? What about the inner thighs? Are they tight? Let's take our breath to the inner thighs. Take a deep inhale. The breath is settling around the inner thighs. Now exhale, release. Breathe, focus on that breath. All right, take some internal inventory. How are you feeling? Are you feeling anxious? Do you need to come up just a little bit? If so, make those adjustments. If you're feeling a little anxious about this long of a hold, just tell yourself you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're doing what you need to do to create flexibility in the body and reduce stress in your life. Three to five more breaths here. Whenever you're ready, hands to the ground, slowly come up. Oh yes, if you need to press pause and stay here, feel free to do that. Lean back, close the legs. I think of like closing a book shut. Oh yes. And this time we want to bend the knees, lean back, and windshield wiper the legs right and left. So next pose, we're moving on to a rotation. Great for the shoulders. And keep in mind that everybody's posture looks different. If you were in a class doing this with people, everybody would look different. It's not about how low you can go. It's about working the edge, making sure you're finding that point where it's challenging, but not too challenging. I like to say comfortably uncomfortable. All right, my friends, here we go. So you're gonna find that comfortable seat again. Yes. Cross leg, or you can have one leg in front. If you want a little bit more, then bring one leg on top of the other. Just make sure that this ankle is not sickling in, all right? Lifting up nice and tall. Whatever leg is in front or on top, that's where you're going to rotate towards. So I'm gonna turn this way so you can see. You stay right where you are. And again, we're sitting up nice and tall, resting these two hip bones back. Take a deep inhale in. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, relax the shoulders, settle into this. We'll hold for just about a minute. Now your gaze can go forward, in front, to the side, wherever you can feel a little stretch in the neck. Relax your face. I know that sounds weird, but the eyes behind your eyelids, allow them to be soft. Open the jaw, relax the jaw a little bit, soften it. 2 more breaths. Inhale to come out, and we're just going the opposite way for just 2 breaths. And coming back to center, we'll take the other leg on top or in front. Lifting up tall, but relaxed. Inhale, arms come overhead. And exhale, rotate to the other side. 1 minute here. You're doing great. We're almost done. Just settle in for the last bit of the ride. 2 more breaths. Release, coming forward. Wonderful. And just straighten the legs out in front. Do what feels right. A lot of this is listening to your body and doing whatever it's kind of telling you to do next. All right, so let's find our comfortable seat once again. Take 3 deep breaths in, and as you exhale, exhale through your mouth as if you're releasing any of that tension and that stress that you just loosened up and worked out in the body. Deep breath in, lift the chest, exhale. Twice more. Inhale, lift the chest, lift tall, maybe a little extension in the spine. Exhale. One more deep inhale. Let it go. Right ear to right shoulder. And other way. Oh yeah. And lift the head. So you've learned some actually very valuable tools, and some you can even use when you're not stretching, and that's the breathing. That breathing is a tool that can help reduce stress, lower blood pressure, release anxiety. You just have to come inward with it and just remind yourself to take that moment and just breathe. You did fantastic today, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. All you got to do is push play, and I'll show you how to do the rest, all right? Tomorrow's intensity level is going to be up just a smidge, but I really think you're going to like it, all right? Have a great day. Bye-bye.